We represented a family that lost 3 very important women in one tragic moment. The family was enjoying a day at the beach, and so they came down to a local beach spot called Encinitas, California, and they set up their beach chairs in really one of the only places that you could set up on this narrow stretch of beach. The family was actually celebrating that one of the sisters had just overcome breast cancer. As the family was sitting there playing, enjoying each other, they heard a crack, and immediately tons of sandstone block fell from the top of the bluff and onto 3 women.
Please hurry, Grandview Beach, 1700 Neptune Avenue. There's a landslide and there are people underneath. There are people bleeding. It's bad.
Where is everybody else? Are they able to get anybody, or have we gotten?
They're trying. There are people that are trying.
Okay, hang on.
It crushed 3 of them. The woman who survived breast cancer was crushed entirely beneath the rock, and they were actually unable to retrieve her body that day. The other 2 women who passed were a mother and daughter, and the husband and father was there at the beach. And so he had to make a real life decision that is the stuff of nightmares. He heard the crack, he turned around, and he saw his daughter partially buried, head down in the sand, and his wife partially buried, head down in the sand. He went to the hospital to be with his daughter. They decided to pull life support after it was clear that she was not going to survive. And then he immediately went over to the other hospital to see his wife, where he had to make the same decision again in the same day. The first real break in the case was when we hired an expert who helped us figure out what the history was of that area. Because as it turned out, both the city and the state had known for decades that this was a dangerous area. And back in the early 80s, there was a huge bluff collapse that knocked out that entire stairwell. So the state sent a geologist out to assess the danger, and what she wrote in her 1983 memo was that this is going to happen again. This is an acknowledged hazardous area. So for me, to take something that looks so inviting and shine a light on the danger so that this kind of tragedy doesn't happen again is hugely satisfying.